Hey friends, join me on this snowy day. We're going to be doing a little decorating and finally hanging the beams in the dining room. I can't wait to take you along to show you these little updates and of course the beams. Before I get into the dining room beams, we're going to begin here in the living room. I feel like it's been some time since we spent some time here in the living room. So just kind of giving you a little before of what it looks like. And I'm going to do a little update in here simply by changing the curtains. I've changed the curtains in the kitchen recently as well as in the dining room. I'm loving these curtains. So these are just like the ones that I hung in my kitchen, except a different color. So if you love the ones in my kitchen, these are the same ones that I actually bought for maybe my dining room too. And I love them so much. I got them and I'm going to use these for my living room. I think it's just going to be a simple update. I've had these here hung here for years. So it's time for a little update. And what better way, an affordable way to update a space than changing the curtains. And I'm just loving these curtains. So I'm taking the old ones down and I'm going to hang the new ones. I love the way these hang. They are just so nice and so easy to hang. I'm going to put the one up and take a peek, make sure I like them. I know I'm going to like them, but I just want to make sure I'm going to like them first. So I hang the one up and then kind of see the before and after with just one. And such a simple change. You can see here with the original one that I had hung here and the new one. It just really adds so much to the space. And do you spot the turkeys running outside the window? They're so cute. I actually will show you them up close too because it seems like they were running out there back and forth for a while when I was here hanging the curtains. But look at just that simple change, adding that pattern gives it that texture and that look. I love these curtains. And you can see the turkeys running again. They're so cute, aren't they? And also too, they don't like puddle at the bottom of the floor, but there is enough here if I wanted to take a seam ripper and hem these a little bit, I could, but it doesn't really bother me, but there is some extra room if I wanted to. So here is a look at the before and the after. Just changing the curtains. That was all I changed in here and just gave the space a fresh new look. And then also speaking of fresh new look, I'm changing out my stems in my galvanized bucket that I love using seasonally. I had dried hydrangeas in here in fall and of course some greenery for winter and Christmas. And now I have these flowers, which I actually shared that I put in the dining room. I got more because I just love them. And even though I'm not really into the spring yet because of the snow outside, just these little touches just add a little bit of life and spring indoors. I love these flowers and I'll link them in the video description. And I love the way they look in this galvanized bucket. So if you're looking to just give a space a fresh new look and you're like, what can I do that can just change it really quick? Add some new curtains and it gives the space a fresh new look. So now I'm going to move into the dining room, which I've been sharing a lot recently, and I'm slowly adding new things in there. And I love these silhouette pictures of my kids. So I hung them here in the dining room. I love them here. I was originally going to add some sconces here. So I was thinking, what could I hang in this space? Because I felt like the space needed something. So I hung them there and I love the way they look. And I ended up adding some different baskets to the top of my hutch. These are the baskets that I shared that I redid. So I took the basket that I had on my hutch, this one here, and put it down on this table, added a few more of those Target stems. I had one in there. I added a couple more, so I'm taking the tags off of them. So I love this basket here. I love, love, love decorating with baskets. Now finally is the time to share with you the beams. So I've done the beams in the living room. I've shared those in depth as well as in the kitchen. So I'll link those videos in the video description. So if you want to catch those beams, doing the same thing. So this I'm kind of going to show you quickly what we're doing. So we have 1x6s that we got at Lowe's. Wayne is now staining them with Minwax in the color Early American. And we just do one light coat once the stain is dry, he is doing some pilot holes so it'll be easier to hang them. Now we did 1x6s also in the living room. We did wider ones in the kitchen, and again I'll link those videos down below. So if you're interested in doing like this faux beam look, this is such an easy way to achieve that beam look with just using some wood. You could use, depending on the height of your ceilings, you could obviously use a thicker wood, but because these are longer ceilings, we wanted to not do anything too wide, so that's why we did the 1x6s just like we did in the living room. So he's just adding his pilot holes. So once we take these into the dining room, these will be super easy to hang, and then he'll just fill the holes. And just like that, we have the look of faux beams in now our dining room. So we're gonna come back to the dining room in a little bit. Now I'm heading into our bathroom, the master bath, just to do a few simple updates in here too. Now stay tuned. We are doing a bigger update in our kids' bathroom. Well, not huge, but we're going to be adding some beadboard in there. I got some new things for that. So I'm going to be sharing that coming up. So stay tuned for that. So I'm not going to be sharing that today, but I'm just doing a few little updates in our bathroom just to give it a fresh new look. And I just added a new towel. Sometimes just adding a simple new towel. This was a $3 Target towel. And I sometimes, well, often will find really pretty towels that are more considered kitchen towels, but I'll use them for hand towels like this one. I just love the pattern on it, so I'm using those. And then I found these stems in my basement in one of my bins. I haven't used them in a long time. And I'm like, I'm going to use these. So always shop your home, shop your bins, shop your basement. And I'm just adding that to the vase here that I have in our bathroom. I had some winter stems in here that I took out, and I love the way they look in this beautiful vase. I was thinking about using those flowers, but I ended up using this greenery instead. I really love the way they look here in our bathroom, and my side of the bed faces right into there. So I love kind of now like looking in if the door is open in the morning, and it's just really pretty. So I ended up having this for my kids' bathroom. And I love it so much, I ended up getting one for our bathroom too. It is, I think, probably more of like a makeup holder. I don't know, it's a really pretty organizer, but I got one for our bathroom too because I love it for the kids' bathroom. And it's great to put your toothbrushes and your toothpaste and things like that that you would have on your counter, maybe just in a cup, a toothbrush holder. But now it's more concealed, and I think also too because it's got a cover on it, which you'll see here in a second when I finally get the box open, kind of keeps it more protected, from the air and the elements and things like that. So I just think this is really pretty. I actually gifted one to my mom for Christmas too, because I thought it was just a nice addition to the bathroom, and it's just a pretty look. It kind of it's plastic, but it's got like a glassy look to it. I'll be showing it here to you in just a second right now. So it's got where you can just easily open it up. So you could use this even just for brushes and stuff too, but I'm going to be using it for toothbrushes and toothpaste. And so it conceals it, and it also covers it from, exposure, when it's not just in a cup, but it also looks pretty too. So I'm going to add that here on our vanity. And then I'm also going to add a basket too. And at first I was going to not add anything in the basket, but then I added some rolls of toilet paper, added another towel, just a few little simple things to give the space a fresh new look. And this is a thrifted basket that I had. I love the shape and size of it. And I even thought about maybe even putting it on the toilet too. I do quickly move it over there, but I just love the way it looks here on the vanity. And for some reason, I like the toilet paper on it too. It just, gives it a very bathroom look. And just a few little simple changes in here just freshens up the space. So hopefully this gives you a little inspo to, if you're looking to just change your bathroom a little bit, make it feel fresh and new. Just adding a little towel, changing out some stems, maybe getting a new toothbrush holder, things like that, can give a space a fresh new look. So the beams are up. Let me give you a little peek. But I have one last minute addition that I want to show you here in just a second. So it is actually Friday morning and I was getting ready to share this video with you. But I wanted to put this in because I added something in here literally like 10 minutes ago. I had Wayne do it. So I wanted to add this into this video. But real quick too, I wanted to show you. So I have this metal tin that I recently showed you, or not tin, metal tray that I shared with you that I found thrifting recently for $2.99 at Salvation Army. And I didn't show you where I was gonna put it because I didn't know. But I ended up putting it here on the table, added my Boss Craft Heritage sugar and creamer. And I like that little pop of black because, like, you know, I've been considering painting the table or staining the table and I haven't yet. I'm not just gonna rush to do it. So I feel like just adding that kind of just grounds it a little bit more. I also had some chargers here, which I've had here just to put here, just to give that more of that brown tone that I was kind of thinking about doing. I did add some plates here, but keeping the tablescape very, very simple because I don't want to do a complete tablescape. I want us to be able to enjoy this space, utilize this space because it is just so nice in here. The kids are like, it looks like a restaurant in here. So I want us to come in here, and even though we do eat at the kitchen a lot, come in here and have dinner more often, or have lunch or Sunday breakfast, you know, and not feel like I have to move a lot around. So I just kept the tablescape very simple. And I'm happy I even added like the chargers and plates because sometimes I don't do that. So anyways, just very quickly, very casual, I wanted to just show you, here are the beams. They look so great. I am so happy we added those. But there's one more addition, and that is the Turnpike Fair sign. So I ended up adding a sign here to the wall. I showed you a couple weeks ago, I was thinking about adding a sign here too. This sign I found last year. It is a Pottery Barn sign. I found it thrifting for $7.99. It's been in my living room, most recently in the sitting room, and now it's here. So I was thinking, what could I hang here? And I really loved the other sign that I was thinking about hanging here, but I love it in the living room too. So I had this one upstairs in the sitting room, and I just brought it down this morning, and then I asked Wayne to hang it up, and he just put it in between because I'm like, oh, what if I don't like it? What if I want to change it? He just, so if we want to take the nails out, it didn't do any damage to the stone. But I love the sign. I was so excited last year when I found it, and I just think it looks great here. I was afraid it might be too much black, but I think it also balances out a little bit. And then I did hang it, I didn't want to have it the same height as a hutch, so I did hang it a little bit higher too, just to kind of add more visual lines, you know, on the wall too. But I didn't want to add too much, and I felt that also adding something vertical opposed to horizontal didn't cover up a lot of that stone. So that is the new addition in here as of this morning. So this is hot off the press. Let me know what you think. Like, I'm still, you know, adjusting to it. I went back and forth if I wanted to even hang it. Wayne's like, let's just do it. We can always take it down. And then when he took it down at one point, just so I could see the difference, I'm like, I like it actually back up more. So this is how it looks back. And then I also changed the pillow. I had a gingham pillow here, and I ended up adding one of these pillows that I have a ton of that are in my living room. I have them upstairs on this chair, but hopefully I am still on the hunt for a chair here to replace this one. But in the meantime, that's what I have here. Eventually I'll find something that will work out. But I just wanted to kind of show you casually having my coffee this morning on yet another snowy day. It's just like, it's never ending. It's like there's a snow cloud over our house, I feel, and it's just like every day snowing. So that's the view out the window, just lots of snow. But it's nice and cozy inside. I'm excited to do some spring decorating. I'm just waiting for more of a spring-like day, at least in the 40s, and maybe a little sunshine to jump into spring decorating. But in the meantime, it is nice and cozy in here. This was the pillow that was in the dining room. It's actually a pillow cover, and I love these pillow covers. I will link them in the video description because you can just take them off, wash them. I just love that gingham. Don't you? And the ruffle? Oh, so I just had this one sitting here. I wanted to just show you really quick a few spring finds that I picked up. I'm being very selective. I have a lot of spring decor downstairs, but I picked up a few things that I just wanted to show you really quick. I was thinking of doing it in this video, but then I didn't. But I figured, you know what, right now, I will just show you these really quick. So if you see them, you can grab them too. And then I'll just be sharing this more in an upcoming spring decorating video. I was gonna put it in this video, but the weather's just not got me in that spring mode yet. I feel, as much as I'm craving spring, I'm hibernating a little bit more. But anyways, I just wanted to just show you these really quick so you could pick these up if you love them too. So once I start decorating for spring and you see these, you already have them, or it's not too late, because I feel like I don't know when I'm gonna be decorating for spring yet. But look at these adorable bunnies. And I said these because I actually picked up 3. I picked up 2 standing. I love the gold. I love the simplicity of them. They're just like a plastic. They're not heavy. They were only $7.98. I'll link these in the video description, but I just love the simplicity. They remind me of the reindeer that I used for Christmas, and I loved how I had those gold reindeer tucked in my home. So when I saw these, especially this one, this is a sitting rabbit, and my deer were sitting deer, and I just loved how the simplicity of that looked at Christmas time. So I actually might want to get one more of the sitting. At first I just had 2, and then I had Eden go back and get me one more, and she grabbed the standing one. But I love these. And for the price, I thought they were really, really cute. And just even having them right here makes me want to maybe do a little decorating, but not yet. I also grabbed these large speckled eggs. And I just loved the speckle, the oversized, because you can put these in a basket. I love decorating with baskets. You can use these as filler. I even love the pretty satin ribbon on them. I was just playing around after I grabbed these, and I had a couple in my basket in my entryway, and I even kept the satin ribbon on it. It just looks really pretty. But these are only $1.98. Again, I'll link these in the video description too if you want to order them too and get them. But I love the speckle. They did have a few different colors, but I love, of course, that white neutral. And these are perfect to tuck anywhere and to add with these beautiful gold bunnies too. So I have 3 here. And then I still have the 2 sitting in the basket in the entryway because I love those. And then I ended up getting 3 of these bushels. Now this wasn't in the spring section, but these were only, I don't know if they were $2.98. or $1. I think $2.98. Don't mark me on that. But it's baby's breath. It's a nice baby's breath pick. How perfect for spring. And it's a pretty baby's breath. I just love those. So I ended up picking up 3 of them. And I always don't want to trim it. I try to avoid clipping them just in case I do want to use it in a larger arrangement. I was just playing with them in the space, which I'll show you in a second. So just some really pretty spring-like florals. And so I grabbed those for spring. So this is my vase that I just mentioned. I love that scallop, don't you? And I think this was under $5. The price isn't on here, but I believe this was under $5. How pretty is that? Simple, pretty. You could, you know, use this in so many ways too. But I ended up just kind of like playing around and adding the baby's breath in it. And I just thought this was really pretty as well. And then, nothing says spring more than tulips. And if you love those Real Touch tulips, they have 3 tulips for $2.98. And these are just like those Real Touch. I have a bunch of them, but I always like to pick up more. These are really, really pretty. Again, I'll link them in the video description. And even with the snow falling outside, gets me in the mood for spring. I ended up picking up, I think 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, I even got more right here because I love these for spring. So if you've been wanting to get some of these Real Touch tulips, you can get these little 3 packs for $2.98. And I just love how that looks with that. And here's my other bunny too. But I think I want to get another one of these sitting bunnies too because I think that's so cute. But doesn't this look springy? I love it. I also grabbed this tray too. This was on clearance actually for I think $16.50, and it's a nice decorative tray. So if you're looking for a decorative tray to do little centerpieces with, I'll link that too. So I was just doing a little playing around, but like I said, I'll be saving this for another video so we can do some more spring decorating on more of a spring-like day since it's still snowing and I don't even see the sunshine. So, but I just wanted to pop that in here really quick since I picked this up and I wanted to be able to share that with you. So if you like it too, you can get your hands on it because sometimes these things sell out and I would hate to wait and share these with you and they're not available because that happens. So I wanted to kind of give you a first peek, first look on these items that you'll be seeing me incorporate in my spring decor when spring decorating happens here, probably in the next few weeks, I'm assuming, but wanted to just give you a little peek on that because I was thinking about doing it, adding it into this video, and it just, I'm not there yet with the spring because it just doesn't obviously look like spring outside. So I just wanted to share that with you too. Anyways, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some decorating info too. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you did. Let me know in the comments what you enjoyed the most. I have a new thrifting video coming up in a few days, so be sure to stay tuned for that. That is a long video and a huge haul, so lots of fun treasures to show you in that video. But this was so much fun, and I just love being able to kind of take my time, have fun decorating, and just doing those simple changes like changing out the stems in my bathroom or even adding the new curtains in the living room. Just doing those simple, subtle touches just feel like a little bit of an update. So hopefully this gave you some inspo as well. So thanks again, guys, for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye, guys.